Overriding methods. We have seen some basic inheritance code. We saw that puzzle extends game, and we also saw that puzzle automatically gets all the instance variables and methods defined in game. The superclass game has common properties and behaviors. Now, we want to add some specialized properties and behaviors in the subclass puzzle. When we start a puzzle, we want to let the user choose the level she would like to play at. It is possible to take a method that has been defined in the base class and modify it. Puzzle class modifies the start method to include logic to choose a level, adds a new method, choose level. Choose level will contain logic for selecting a level. It also defines an instance variable to save the level. Let's see what happens now when someone starts a puzzle. Here is the output when we run the program. Modifying a method existing in the superclass is known as overriding. Thus, inheritance is a mechanism for extending existing classes by adding instance variables and methods. Let us write some classes that extends puzzle. Let's add a method, play, to the superclass game that gets called to play a game. Now, the actual game classes, that is the lowest level subclasses, are actually the ones who know how to play the game. So the method play should be overridden in those classes. Let's play a jigsaw puzzle. For that, we will need to create an object of jigsaw and call the play method. Which play method will be called? The one in subclass or superclass? I think the one in jigsaw. Yes, since jigsaw overrides the implementation of play method, the play method of jigsaw will be called. The most specific version of the method will be called. Overriding is an object-oriented programming feature that enables a child class to provide different implementation for a method that is already defined in its parent class or one of its parent classes. There are some rules we need to follow while overriding methods in subclasses. The arguments must be same as the ones in the superclass method. For example, if play method in puzzle takes no arguments, the overridden method in jigsaw cannot take an integer argument. The return type of overridden method must be of the same type or a subclass type. The second rule is that the overridden method cannot be less accessible. If we are trying to override a public method, we cannot make it private. So, we see one of the important benefits of inheritance is that it helps avoid duplicate code by putting common code in one place and let subclasses inherit that code from a superclass. Let's recap. In this video, we learned that a subclass can override a method of the superclass for defining new behavior for the method. When a method is called on an object of the subclass, the overridden method will be called. Overriding is an object-oriented programming feature that enables a child class to provide different implementation for a method that is already defined in its parent class or one of its parent classes. There are some rules that need to be followed for overriding.